Hi, I'm Nancy Clark.
And I'm Anne-Marie Wallace-Phillips.
We're the Hospice and Bereavement Coordinators with VO in Oxford, and this is Morning Chats with Anne-Marie and Nancy. So we're going to continue our series on the whys of grief with why number 7, your gender. So it's important to preface this with it's very important that we're careful about making generalizations about gender.
Right.
So we often hear that men grieve in a certain way and women grieve in a certain way. And while some traits definitely are very apparent, it's not always the case. So
Right.
We're just going to preface this why with that statement.
Yeah.
So not always, but often, men are expected to be strong in their grief. That, by not showing tears or by being very stoic, that represents strength. And this causes men often to be very resistant to accept support in a more structured way,
Absolutely.
either professional or peer-led support.
Mm-hmm.
Even little boys, when their fathers die, often hear, and we have a client right now who's still at the age of 60 struggling with what he heard as a young boy, that now you're the man of the house.
So you have to be strong and you basically have to suck it up.
And carry that weight, the weight of the world on those little shoulders. We find that men traditionally also tend to show their emotion through explosive actions, getting very angry or frustrated, and we call those explosive emotions.
Yeah.
Whereas women traditionally may have difficulty expressing certain emotions such as anger and frustration.
Yes.
Women often are more open to accepting support and open to attending a peer-led group such as ours. And do you want to touch more a little bit about inward and outward?
Traditionally, women are more apt to talk about their feelings, to express their feelings, and to really talk about the grief and how that makes them feel. Whereas, men traditionally, not all men, but they tend to turn inwards and not really express their grief verbally. But men may, or some people may express their grief by doing rather than saying. So once again, we want to be very careful not to generalize that this is how women grieve and this is how men grieve.
Yeah, and more just making the point and statement that your gender does play a huge role into your own grieving process.
Yeah. Why number 8 deals with your cultural background. So culture are the values, rules, and traditions that guide you or your family. They are handed down from generation to generation, and they are also shaped by your country of origin. Culture is also shaped by education, political beliefs. Culture is your way of being in the world, and different cultures have different beliefs about death and about the afterlife. So once again, your cultural background, will determine how you grieve. For example, if you are of a Jewish faith, it is a tradition in some Jewish faiths where you sit Shiva with the body. In the Christian culture, you may attend a funeral, or you may wear black.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and other cultures that we've experienced through some clients who've attended our groups have had belief structures that have made it really difficult for them to move through their grief, where there's been lots of guilt and lots of fear. And definitely culture can help support, but there are hindrances to cultural beliefs too when it comes to grieving.
Yeah.
So again, for more information, contact us by phone or email, or visit voinoxford.ca. And be sure to follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch up on previous morning chat videos and to look ahead at what we post in the future. Thanks.
Take care.